Okay.
So Ram joined my program from India and he cleared today. He is one of the brightest students. He had so many challenges along the way, but he faced all the challenge one by one by one. We were discussing just a few minutes back how he has moved through the entire journey and how he faced so many challenges along the way. But he took all challenge one by one by one, and finally he did PMP. So Ram, why don't you share your entire journey in your own way, please?
Yeah, hi. Uh, so I'm basically from Bangalore, India,
Mm,
and I have joined the Amir Ali program, batch program around August.
mm,
And I was planning to do PMP by December or January.
mm,
And I had some personal issues and challenges, so I have to postpone. And but I have been always in touch with Amir, attending all the coaching and training classes, especially the mind maps, as well as the other Zoom calls and YouTubes without in fail.
mm,
So that makes me to keep in always touch with the PMP and the curriculum. So if
mm,
not, I could have been not able to make it because you will generally lose the touch if you have a gaps.
mm,
Then finally, Amir was asking many times, when are you going to have it? And you are already ready. Then the right time came and I booked it and everything has happened. It's
mm,
all because of Amir's continuous support and
mm.
his mentorship.
Okay, let's talk about the most important thing for the exam. Now, when you are talking about the exam,
Mm.
in exam, you have to manage time. So that is the first question. How did you manage time?
So yeah, I'll share how did I manage the time as well as what I did wrong also.
Oh,
Uh, so that there will be a learning experience for other
okay,
ones
okay.
from my case. So first thing is I was well prepared with how to manage the time, and I was going through and I was in time for the first 60 questions.
Mm,
And before finishing the first 60 questions, I got some challenging questions, and then I took some time.
mm,
And the I was supposed to take 80 minutes as per your advice, but I
mm.
took around 8 to 10 minutes more than that.
Okay.
Then, but I, but one thing is I kept my mind cool and calm. I know that I can anyhow manage the timings because after 30 or 40 questions, I got some tough questions.
Mm,
So then there was a time overlaps of 8 to 10 minutes. Then I
mm,
took a break. The thing is, I have scheduled my exams during lunch time. I
mm,
was not able to have the lunch before the exam, and post lunch also it will be too late for me. So I will be completely drained up with my energy. So I had
mm,
some small snacks.
mm,
So the snacks I want to take it was a bit heavy.
mm,
Then the with apart from the break, I took another 4 5 minutes.
mm.
So
So
these two
just
things,
just to understand, since you were hungry, so you took more time to come back to the exam. Is it right?
yes, yes, yes.
Ooh.
So from my experience, I would advise either finish your lunch or make sure that you don't schedule your exams exactly during your lunchtime.
Mm.
So that
That's
would
a
be better.
that's a very interesting lesson learned. I never had this real lesson learned. Like I'm kind of a person I cannot be hungry, right? If I am hungry, I feel I cannot think. So that's a very interesting lesson that you just shared. That if you are hungry, if you like, if you don't eat, you cannot do. So it's better that have your food proper and then worked into that. That's what you are saying, right?
Yeah, right, Amir. So as your mind has been challenged every time with a different tough questions, you might drain your energy very fast.
Mm,
So without having the food, it is very difficult. So you have to charge up somehow.
mm.
to make sure that you have energy to tackle the questions. Then
You
what I
have.
did was,
Mm. Please
then
continue,
what,
please.
then what I did was the next uh, second and third 60/60, I I ensured that I finish it on time. I
Mm.
didn't take much of time.
Mm.
And the entire exam, I minimized my review. I didn't review much,
Mm.
and even I haven't marked many questions for review. That also saved my time. So
Mm.
I would recommend always to go by your first instinct.
Mm.
So by having so many practice, we had um, faced many questions and scenarios.
Mm.
So the first pick would be the right pick, as I say.
Mm.
So make sure that you don't spend much time in the reviews
Mm.
unless until you desperately need to review any of the questions. Um, that is how I manage the time. And at the end, I was able to finish on time. I
Mm.
didn't skip or I had time for
Mm.
to ensure that I answer all the 180 questions.
Mm. So you answered all the 180 questions. Okay. So this is a very interesting lesson learned that you just shared with me. And I'm really amazed, by the way, the lesson that you have shared here. Because this come back to the most important thing, that how you manage time. How you
Yep.
manage time, how you worked into that way. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Let's talk about further. How, what would you recommend to those students apart one advice you have given? What advice else you can give to those people?
Okay, so with respect to the math questions or calculation, I have got one or two.
Mm,
I mean, two I have got, I think. So one I was able to do it, and one I skipped it because it looks like it was a whole page to read it. So then I thought every questions carries the equal marks and values.
mm,
So I put it for review, and but still I selected some option and moved ahead. If I
mm.
then if you have some time, then you can review those.
If you
So that is one thing.
if you have time, then you should review it. Otherwise, move forward, right?
Yes,
Hmm. Okay.
right.
Okay. So what else? When let's come back to the your preparation thing. Let's
Mhm.
come back to your preparation thing. How did you prepare the entire time? I was there. I know that. Uh, uh, Now, how important it is for other people to attend the coaching call?
It's very important because you will get a lot of hints, and you will be getting into the habit of addressing the PMP questions.
Mm,
So your mind will be prepared for it,
mm,
and you will automatically think as you have got programmed to it.
mm,
So never skip any session. It could be a Zoom call or it could be a YouTube coaching call,
mm,
anything.
mm.
So
How,
never skip
how
anything and make sure that you take a note of what Amir is saying. Sometimes, no, not sometimes, many times he says some critical hints and tips.
and he's saying in a flow.
Yeah,
He's
right.
saying, yeah, I'm saying
I,
in a,
I,
yeah,
I
flow.
still remember the many tips that you have given that helped me.
Mm,
So, with respect to clearly differentiating and bifurcating what is risk and issue,
mm,
and which management plan will overtake which in
mm,
terms of communications, and when there is a overlap between procurement and risk.
mm,
So I remember all these things. I made a note of it. It becomes like a Bible for me. So
mm,
whenever I have some time, I will go through it. So
mm,
as I said initially, I would like to always in touch with the PMP and the content basically,
mm,
so
mm,
that though you don't lose touch. So I
mm,
would recommend anybody who is desperately want to get it, be in touch, go with whatever Amir is suggesting suggestions,
mm, mhm.
and never close your day, at least even brushing up or going through any of the questions, or spend at least 5 to 10 minutes in a day
So
for PMP.
what I say, one is greater than zero. You are trying to
Again,
say
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
again, I follow it. It's become a mantra for me. If you ask me, I can give you all your suggestion as bullet points.
Mm.
because
So yeah.
I noted everything.
So one is greater than zero, and that
Right.
that becomes the most important thing, especially when you are preparing for PMP. You don't have time. Things of those nature come. So if you uh, if you like build this one is greater than zero, then you will be able to do that, right?
So same thing as we learned, right? Continuous improvements.
Hmm. Continuous improvement. So keep moving forward, then you will be able to do things in a better way, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. How important it was? You did random walks 2 times. How
Yes.
important it was to do random walks for the exam?
Definitely it would help because it matches or in terms of toughness, it exceeds also.
Mm,
So when you handle tough things and relatively easier things will be, you will be able to handle it in terms of questions
mm,
when you attempt your actual exams. So
mm.
random knocks definitely.
Random walks definitely they will be critical for the exam,
Yes.
and they will help you to work into that way. Okay,
Yeah, right. So,
that's an important thing to look into that and to work into that area.
so I
Okay.
have to add one more thing with respect to the questions and mocks. So I hope everybody needs to do or doing a lesson learned register.
Mm,
Don't skip any of the options.
mm,
Always try to get into the depth of the other options also, so
mm,
that you will be having very good clarity about the concept.
mm. So
So some,
what I'm
yeah,
understanding what you are saying is that all options are important,
yeah,
right?
right,
All
definitely,
options are important. Do the RCA for all the options. Don't leave any of the things from the context. That's what you are
right,
saying.
right. So if we are saying something is right, we should be 100%. If we are eliminating something, we should also be
So
100%.
that formula that I shared, 7-step formula, you're basically trying to say that must follow elimination technique,
Yeah,
right?
right,
Okay.
definitely.
What else you can share that can help students to become certified quickly?
Um, Keep learning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give gaps. So the situation will really challenge you when you are desperate to reach your goal. Then nothing can stop. Just blindly follow Amir's advice. As far as I know, he's the best one available in the market. Luckily, I got it. Thanks God. Thanks God. Because seriously, I have um, tried to learn through some online portals also, but
Mm,
that doesn't help like the depth that Amir is teaching us.
mm.
So Amir is like a God gift to us.
Thank you. So, thank you very much for all the good wording you said. I want to ask a very important thing. Now, the program is $699, and my majority audience is from India and Pakistan. And just for everybody, I did not ask them question before we start the journey. So many people think that you may have asked it before. So I'm asking you straightforward in the live session. Is my program worth the cost?
It's more than that. You are investing for your career. So
Thank
don't
you.
look at the money. Get
Mhm.
the what you are getting as an in return. That we have to see.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Like this,
Always,
this
always
makes me so
the
happy to listen.
yeah, always the quality comes with a value.
Yeah, call it. I was watching yesterday a movie with my wife. You know, I watch a lot of movie. As you
Yeah.
are my student, so you know that I watch
Yes.
a lot of movie. The movie is basically about the Gucci. You know the Gucci brand, right? The big Gucci brand. So the one of the like the founder of the Gucci, he said a very beautiful thing, and I said to my wife, "This is something that I'm a big believer in." And he said basically, people people will remember quality. People will remember quality even after long time they have forgotten the cost. Right? So
Yes.
that is the critical thing. Thank you very much. Uh, it was a great journey, Ram. It should have been smaller, but let's final question. If you have to do it in 1 month, how would you have done it differently?
Mm.
If you have to do it in 1 month, what would you do
Yeah.
differently?
Maybe I could have spent some more time
Mm.
uh, and making the other things less priority and
Mm.
keeping more priority to this. That
Okay.
is one thing. And more closely engaged with, I might have need to more closely engage with Amir Ali's
Mm.
suggestions and
Mm.
do the mocks.
Do the mock. Maybe doing mocks continuously could help us, right?
Definitely.
Doing the mocks could help. Thank you very much. It has been an honor to work with you. It was an interesting journey. We started it and we completed it. The most importantly, the journey is completed. So I wish you best of luck. Ram, now comes the most important thing of my program. Each one, teach one is the mantra of the game. You
Yes,
are done
yes.
with the PMP, but you know a lot of people are there. So my PMP mastermind group, which is 24/7 available to guide, coach, and work with all the students, right? So I would request you to basically provide your input in that group to share what are the questions you have. You see, 24/7 the questions are there. And secondly, you have joined the PMP marathon yourself. You know how
Yeah,
important, how relevant it is. Today we
yeah,
have a PMP marathon. So today or tomorrow, whenever you have a time, please make 10 to 20 questions of PMP exam like questions, send me so that I can use them from PMP Marathon. Thank you, Ram. Send
sure.
me your picture to put in the thumbnail, and I wish you best of luck.